Speaking on the bill for regulation of video films, a member said in Parliament, "Sir, this bill is a long-awaited one and has come before Parliament after a lot of damage has been done by way of piracy of books, sound recordings, and cinematograph films. During the last year, when the amendment regarding copyright came before Parliament, many speakers then raised the issue that amendment itself should have contained a suitable provision in regard to piracy of books, sound recordings, and cinematograph films. But at the same time, our suggestions were not heeded too. Anyway, this bill has come before Parliament. It is better to consider the bill late than never. Sir, while welcoming the bill, I would like to say that in the statement of objects and reasons, there are some wrong statements. It has been said that piracy has become a global problem. Then it is again said it has assumed alarming proportions all over the world. Sir, it is not a factual statement. First of all, piracy is not a global problem. It is a problem of the 2/3 of the globe, that is the capitalist world. Also, that it has assumed alarming proportions all over the world is not correct. It has assumed alarming proportions in 2/3 of the world. In Soviet Russia and China or in any socialist country, nobody can cite an instance where piracy of books, sound records, and cinematograph films has taken place. So it is a disease and malady of the capitalist world. Sir, as regards the capitalist world as a whole, I would like to say that the Economist of London made a survey and said that some months ago the authors of popular books all over the world were deprived of at least $1 billion in royalty every year. So in the 2/3 of the world, the authors are losing $1 billion by way of royalty because of the piracy. And in this country, sir, every year about 1,500 books are printed without permission and sold at 60% of the price of the original edition. As regards video piracy, the bill mentions the dimension it has assumed in the statement of objects and reasons when some celebrated singers perform publicly their music and songs are stealthily recorded and then reproduced through modern technology into cassettes and then sold freely in the market without paying any royalty to the original singers and musicians. This way also the musicians and the singers are losing much money. A boom in the piracy of sound recording is going on in our country. This video piracy got a boom particularly when recently the government took a decision to liberalize imports and reduce duties on color television sets, video cassette recorders. Today, the number of cassette recorders in this country runs into lakhs. Then come to the more important thing, that is the piracy of films. This has assumed alarming proportions. The video craze is to be welcomed in a way as the poor sections and even lower middle class people today are able to see films at a cheaper cost. But I do not think in the long run this will go for the film industry in the country, which is doing lot of service to the society over a period of time. Sir, due to video piracy, filmmakers are losing a lot of revenue from the mass media. Reorganizing the video grass and the video piracy, the Tamil Nadu government have brought forward to bill recently. The government of India should take a lead from this Tamil Nadu bill and see that these regulations are enforced in all states. Apart from books, films and videos, recently in London they discussed about this proxy in their parliament and found that it is existed not only in books or sound recordings or cinematographs but also in computer programs. The British Parliament appointed a committee to go into this thing and report to the Parliament for adopting suitable legislation to stop proxy in computer programs. So, sir, this danger that we are facing is a part of the modern world. I feel that this bill should check this kind of proxy also. One more thing that I wanted to bring to your notice is that we in India have got a number of places of old architecture, old designs, old movements, and they all have a very high value. Foreigners come here, take photographs of those places, and take them to their homes, print them and reprint them, and distribute them all over the country. Thereby, your archaeology department, your own country, is deprived of very valuable wealth. If you had not allowed them to do it, then perforce they would have had to get these photographs or prints from this country itself, and they would not have been able to get them in their countries. Our country would have earned a lot of foreign exchange, but we have not been achieved on that front where we should have been active. Therefore, I am saying that this bill, though I welcome it, is in this way incomplete. Before concluding, I would only say that the most important aspect to which the Honorable Minister should apply herself is the enforcement of the regulations of this bill. She should say that special squads are set up, an advisory committee consisting of various persons interested in this matter should be appointed so that they may advise the Government of India from time to time and periodically review the steps taken to enforce those regulations. It is very good that stringent punishment is provided in the bill. We have only said that the agency to enforce the law will be a police officer. There may be copyright committee or copyright commissioner. India is a vast country and there are so many video films. I do feel that one agency is not sufficient. Under the Cinematograph Act, there is a entertainment officer. Suppose we make a provision that this entertainment officer can also examine video films, that will strengthen the state governments. I would submit that this is a very timely bill. There has been need for a measure like this. With these words, I congratulate the minister.